It's always been a concern. My parents put away money for me, and then when I was getting ready to graduate, it wasn't there anymore. So I've always been concerned about how I'm going to afford things, but I've worked since the age of 16, and I've been putting away money and saving ever since.
Especially with my family, because they can't support us as much as I feel like a lot of families can. And I was lucky enough that coming out of high school, I had the presidential scholarship, so an academic one. But as tuition increased over the years, it didn't cover as much as it did before. So pulling out loans was necessary, and so there was still that financial burden.
And I grew up in a family that didn't see college as an option, and it wasn't because they weren't educated. It's just that they didn't know what else was out there. They just settled for the next job.
I had an interest in journalism since I was probably 12 years old, but paying for it was difficult to figure out.
It has been a really, really big stress on my life, and especially now, you know, like you're becoming an adult and you have your own bills to pay, and then it's like, oh, I have X amount of loans that I have to start paying off now, and I don't even have a real job.
I went to a junior college, and then I transferred to Arizona State so that I could afford it.
It's one of the greatest donations you can make.
Please be generous.
It's a really wonderful investment because it's an investment in our future. The young people that I see at the journalism school, the professors that I know, they're committed to journalism.
A 4-year at least college education is very important for going into this business, and if whatever you can do to help these young people is a terrific thing, because you are having an effect on the future of broadcast and who you're going to be watching on the news every night.
Anyone who doesn't feel that journalism plays such an important role in our world today, in our government, and everything we do, are really misguided. So it's you're investing in the future of our country, and the journalism school is really so well known and just so impressive.
The students who are coming out of there are so sharp. They're so well prepared. And the school pretty much gives you every opportunity to get ready to get out in the real world and be a journalist. And I think if a program's doing that, all of us who are in a position to should help out.
Well, it impacted me a lot. It was a surprise, and it was a great surprise. I found out about the Boscano TV scholarship, and it really helped me because when I got back from interning, I didn't have to cram 2 weeks to make as much money as possible to pay for my tuition.
It's given me tools to use, a lot more video experience, a lot more web experience.
If someone wants to do weather, there's an opportunity for that. If you want to do news and cover politics, hey, it's an election year and you can do that. And for me, I've always had a passion for sports, so being able to do what I love and Cronkite giving me the tools to do that has been awesome.
The Bobby Beynon Scholarship, the biggest thing that it did was enable me to take 2 of the biggest courses that definitely gave me hands-on experience, which was the Newswatch and then the spring training class where I got to actually cover the Diamondbacks. So hands-on, and if I wouldn't have had that scholarship specifically, I wouldn't have been able to take those courses because I wouldn't have been able to take that time off work.
The best part of it is seeing these students go on and do so well.
Seeing these young people come through, meeting some of them who have received the scholarship. The very first recipient was an intern of ours, and now she is working at Clear Channel, Jocelyn. And she has had a terrific, help with that scholarship, getting her in the door here, and now she's got a career in broadcast journalism. So it's really been a great thing.
One of the best stories was Ian Lee. He was the very first recipient of my endowment. When I met him, and the reason that I felt he was so worthy is he said, I want to be a correspondent, but I want to go to the Middle East, I want to learn Arabic. This is after 9/11. He said, and I want to become a Middle East correspondent. And Ian Lee, ASU graduate, a guy who received my endowment, he's done just that. He did everything he said he was going to do. And he's made his dream come true, and he's doing great. It's really satisfying to see.
We do feel very close to the school and to really any student who's trying to be a journalist, because I know it's a tough job and it's not easy getting that experience.
That is the most profound thing to see them go on and to feel that in some small measure you've helped them move forward. That's a great feeling.
I'm forever grateful for the scholarship.
To whoever out there feels like it's important to fund journalism students to really learn journalism this way, I mean, I can't thank them enough.
People want education, they crave it, you know, and to know that I was handed a scholarship, I am like, it doesn't seem real.
It's really exciting, and I'm actually really proud to say that this is what I've done. And
I would probably give them the biggest hug and just say thank you. I mean, the difference that they made in my life, and just being giving and selfless in that, because it takes a lot to write that check, you know, just thankful, like just so appreciative for everything that they've done, because they've done more than just give money.